largest earthquake in the last year. And it is the world's largest earthquake this year. So they had 5 days to prepare. If they didn't get the warning, I don't know why. It's just because maybe language barrier or censorship.
We're listening to an earthquake report from Dutch Sense on the internet, so but this is so beautiful out here, I had to come and take a video of it.
And I'm not exaggerating. You can verify.
We're starting to get the heavier snowflakes now.
My moderators are witness to this. I issued a warning many weeks ago, now a couple months ago.
Yep, 30-foot drop, about 500.
A deep earthquake struck down below Italy.
500 feet from here.
Deep earthquake, not that big of a deal, that one. But that was going to cause a larger earthquake, so I issued a warning for up to.
I'm going to video this tonight.
To strike in Italy.
We have a strange phenomenon that's occurring in the backyard at night.
Italy got hit.
We just have to show you.
7.8. I believe it was a 7.
Stop laughing. It's not funny.
Stop laughing.
Regardless, the 7
You're a
hit
phenomenon.
the next day after we issued the warning. The people in Italy were happy.
Phenomenon.
So beautiful.
Were happy.
You like it?
And they took to the news. They mentioned me on BBC. They gave me
I like
a
your little.
I made corn chowder.
I like your little fish you put in the window here.
Oh, never mind the fish.
Okay, I got to go out the other window.
No more.
Oh, what happened?
Another earthquake on.
Well, now it's come to my attention
No.
God,
that
that's
the
5
people
in
who
less
live
than a
in
half
Italy
hour.
have come under harassment by official sources from the Italian government that are telling them that they are not allowed to share or translate my earthquake forecasts because it's illegal to forecast earthquakes in Italy.
That's funny.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Take another sip of my coffee while you ponder.
Did you know that it was illegal to forecast earthquakes in Italy?
Now, that being said, I was going to go over to Italy. I was planning.
That's why we can't see out our skylights.
Free, no charge.
That's where they are.
Layman.
And they're covered with snow.
How to.
Now you can see it snowing.
I was going to give a public presentation there. How to forecast an earthquake.
That's another earthquake right there.
I don't foresee how that can happen.
Wow.
If they have a law in the country that says it's illegal to
6
forecast
in less
earthquakes,
than 20
and that
minutes.
people are being harassed by official sources in Italy for doing that, for just repeating
All
what
over
I'm
5.
saying, translating what I'm saying into Italian.
They're over 5.
That is absolutely crazy. That's beyond crazy. It's unacceptable.
Big Lake, Alaska.
I cannot believe it.
Alaska, Papua.
I do believe. I do believe it. For people who are listening internationally, who don't know I'm being sarcastic.
5-7.
Outraged.
Papua.
I am.
4-9.
I don't even know what to say.
Papua.
So, we gotta change
Volcano
that.
in Hawaii. 2-9.
I can't do anything about it. If you're in Italy,
Papua.
you've got to change.
Italy.
You need to immediately change your laws.
You
have
try
to change your laws.
see the other
because
window.
I can't come there to teach you, and I'd have to do it. What, I have to go to Switzerland? Do we have to do it right at the Swiss border with a megaphone? Like South Korea into North Korea? I can sit there on the other side with a big old
now you can
set
see
of
the
speakers
skylights.
and a big screen, and we can broadcast it into the people in Italy who aren't free to do earthquake forecasting. Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Look, look, hey, people in Italy, listen. Lawmakers in Italy, people who are in charge in Italy, look, man, look, I put my reputation on the line, I put everything on the line to get the warning out to the people in Italy a day before the big one hit. Look, if I was wrong, that's egg on my face. And I take it serious that if I'm wrong, people, go outside and sleep in their car and nothing happens, and they get mad at me or whatever, and they, never listen again. So I take it real serious. And this is the case of, again, this is going to be in translation, so people in Italy might not get it, but we have a saying here in the United States that applies to good people being treated bad, or people that are trying to help that get treated bad, and it's called no good deed goes unpunished.
No good deed goes undone.
All right, and that's what I feel like is going on here right now with the people, with the government in Italy. You'd think they'd be happy that somebody is issuing a warning the day before so that they can have a full day's warning for what's going on any given day. And that you'd think they'd want to know. But instead, they're actively threatening people and shutting them down and saying it's illegal to do it and all this other stuff. Well, look, I wanted to come over and teach you guys for free. The professionals show you, just like, you know, you can take it or leave it. You don't have to use it. But, you know, I don't want to get arrested. It's insane. So you got to change the law, whatever the law is. I have to look it up and find out what the law is.
This
But
is
I mean, listen to my voice. I went
Christmas
from being
season.
calm, cool, and collected
our
to being
first
out
big
because man,
accumulation.
Christmas in the tree.
And
I
this
just
is
can't believe that
number 4, I
look,
think, from the
science,
treehouse.
Science,
I
the
know.
Enlightenment. You're gonna imprison the person who discovers a telescope. You're gonna imprison. Oh wait, they did.
Oh,
that.
here comes the plow.
Oh wait, that's right.
Hey, hang on.
They're the
Let's
people
get
who
the
imprisoned the guy
plow.
with the telescope, aren't they? That's right, Galileo Galilei. I think that's what his name was. I don't quite remember.
Alan said.
Don't quite remember the whole story of Galileo Galilei. Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, I do.
Are you hearing me?
Hey, I don't quite remember that whole story of Copernicus. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm not saying I'm that smart. I'm not even 1/10. I'm not even 1/100th. I am a pusillanimous little germ of a microbe on the fingertip of Galileo. But that being said, if that pusillanimous little germ on the fingertip of Galileo figures something out, it shouldn't be denied, it shouldn't be made illegal, and it surely shouldn't be denied by other scientists when you can put an arrow on a map and follow it like a dang road map at this point. So which is it going to be? Do the people in Italy want to know when an earthquake's going to strike, or are you guys going to freaking repeal that law so you can figure it out and somebody can show you?
Oh, Dutch is ranting.
Which do you want? Repeal the law, allow Dutch sense in to teach you, or keep your law and stay in ignorance
The people of Italy.
and rely on a guy on
that's right. He
YouTube
said
to
he
broadcast
backs
it
up
around the world to
the
get
hill.
to you through third-party means, through censorship and everything else.
Wow.
Are you going to stand for that, or are you just going to get up and
I
make
should go
change?
downstairs. I can
I
get a
almost
better shot
demanded
of
you do,
this.
but I don't want to influence anything in your country.
I know,
You got to
there's a
make the
lot
decision. If you
going
think
on.
it should be illegal to forecast earthquakes, then so be it. I won't do it for Italy unless you want to. I don't want to get you in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, if you go share my video, you know, next thing you know, it's like knock, knock, knock on the front door. You know, excuse me, you shared this Dutch Sense video. Please come with us. And you're like, dude, for earthquake forecasting? They're like, yeah, we don't want anybody to know. Are you serious? Are you serious?
This is the area where
I sound like Paul Begley.
if you don't want to come up on the hill,
Kim
you
Jong-un
can
is
park
drunk.
down in the, I call
A
it the lower
drunk
40.
Kim Jong-un.
Kim Jong-un is.
And on that note, I'm going to go
That
get
will
another cup
always
of
be
coffee,
cleared out for
take a break
turning
for a
around
second.
or
I'll be
for
back in a few.
parking.
If you're just now tuning in, the largest earthquake of the year has occurred in Papua New Guinea inside of our warned area.
Wow.
We issued a warning on the
Probably
12th,
have to move my
5
car
days
down
ago.
there.
And we issued the warning for
So
5
you can do
days
up here.
for Papua New Guinea. So here we are on day 5, and it did hit. Now, luckily, again, one more time summing up, there hasn't been any new deep earthquakes to add more to the punch. That's good news. The bad news is this is going to spread out. Like a fracture in a windshield, it's going to go out in all directions following these arrows. So it'll go out to the east, it'll go to the north, and it'll go to the west. It's going to excite things to the east, north, and west. But the east, it's going to take it straight out across our arrows over towards Central America.
All right.
So people in Central America, look where the arrows point. Okay, we go right along our fracture zone here. We go north of our Leviathan. That takes us in here again into
Quite a big
south
area.
of
We can fit at
Guatemala,
least 5
going
cars
down
in
into
there.
Central America. This is the Galapagos, east to Ecuador. Okay, this is a pretty large section here. We're going to have to watch. It's a big area, and this is a big earthquake. So it's going to send a lot of pressure to the east. The excitement zones to the
All right,
east
we got
could
about
be
10 minutes
anywhere
on here, so
from
I'm going to
south
shut
of
this
Guatemala,
off.
going to Ecuador, picking up back down south at our other arrow. You see this arrow here? Okay, now I dare say that the lesser movement will be going down to the south. I sure hope it will be lesser movement will be going down to the south. But mostly it's going to go to the east, Also going to go to the west and north. It's not a 50-50 split, guys. It's 3 areas that it's going to go to in the next few days. And the magnitudes, as we get out towards the west, should lose a little momentum from the 7.9. So it should lose a little steam as it transfers across these areas. But, I mean, even if it loses a few points, let's say it goes down a half magnitude, that's still a 7. So, you know, let's say it goes down a whole magnitude. That's still an upper 6. Big enough to knock down houses over there. So, again, we need to get the people in Japan on board. We need to get the people in Taiwan on board. Look at our points where the arrows point to, our central fulcrum points in these silent zones. Keep in mind, Japan supposedly had a 5.8 or a 4.8, 4.9 earthquake a day ago. Okay, so one 4.9 up in there and a couple 4s. So really, when you look at our fulcrum points, they stand out. They're the halfway points between the zones that have moved. As we go over west, you start getting into Asia, and you have a huge, vast area that's set to be hit. It's going to all be hit after the West Pacific, though. So first things first, Japan, Sumatra, Philippines, Taiwan, Guam.
Is widening that right
in that order, most likely. So Japan's already primed. It's ready to go. It's right on the northeast edge of the rim.
No.
Pressure's going to the northeast, northeast. Guam will be hit along the way.
There's another
Taiwan
earthquake.
over to the west, similar size.
Hey, if you want to see this stuff, check out my timeline on Facebook.
You see the arrows here, right?
I put all the important stuff that's going on.
When an earthquake strikes on one side of the arrows,
right there, just go
other
back
side
and
of the arrows right here moves with similar size. And it happens back and forth like a tennis match.
Bye-bye.
So,